A woman with red lipstick and dark plans is closer than you think. She's using love to cover something shocking. Archangel Michael says, the car that stopped near your home wasn't lost or just passing. It paused for exactly 7 minutes, not a second more, not a second less. And in those 7 minutes, your name, your choices, and your deepest truths were spoken aloud. They didn't come to admire your street or watch the neighborhood in silence. They came to dissect your life in a way that feels chilling now, because one woman in that car knew more than she ever should have. She even mentioned things you only whispered to yourself in the dark. This wasn't a mistake or a coincidence. It was pre-planned, pre-checked, and carried out with a chilling calmness. That woman sat on the passenger side with a folder in her hand. Your folder. Type Amen to get blessing 333. She has been watching for weeks, but yesterday, the veil dropped. She finally acted, speaking your full name aloud while the man beside her took silent notes. The car's tinted windows hid a dangerous amount of knowledge. The street was quiet, but inside the car was a storm of secrets. They reviewed your photos, recent financial activity, and even mentioned a gift you gave someone last week. What's worse is that they seemed prepared to act based on everything they discussed. A decision was made in that vehicle. Not one word they spoke was soft or sympathetic. It was sharp, intentional, and piercing. What they said will affect your path if not stopped. Type Amen to get blessing 888. The woman's name is not known yet, but her face carried a mix of confidence and warning. She was dressed in black, not as a style, but as a signal. She's involved in something darker than you realize. Archangel Michael says, your name was spoken with a tone of control, like she believed she already owned the outcome of your story. She is not here by accident, and her sudden appearance near your home marks the beginning of a bigger chain reaction. This wasn't the first time the car circled around. In the past 2 weeks, the same vehicle was seen by a neighbor during late hours, each time staying exactly 7 minutes. 7 minutes, like a coded ritual being followed with intention. Type Amen to get blessing 997. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. There's a reason the number 7 is repeating here. Every visit, every note, and every word is part of a countdown that ends with a decision that will affect your peace. You weren't meant to know, but heaven stepped in to warn you in time. Inside that black vehicle was not just a woman. She was a messenger for someone who has been watching from afar. Someone you used to trust but who has turned you into a topic of silent betrayal. The car that stopped was more than metal and rubber. It carried a secret storm. They weren't just talking. They were deciding something. About you. About what comes next. Type Amen to get blessing 441. Comment below if you feel this heaviness. This message reached you for a reason. Your angels are stirring your heart because it's your name they keep mentioning. They had documents, pages marked with highlights and corners folded with intent. At one point, she whispered something and the man nodded slowly, as if confirming the last piece of the puzzle had been found. You've felt the strange energy lately. A weird silence in people who used to talk too much. A withdrawal that didn't make sense, but now it does. They were warned to stay quiet, because this woman is trying to erase your truth and retell your story. Type Amen to get blessing 212. What she's doing could change the way others see you, unless you act now. She plans to meet with someone close to you next week. This meeting has one purpose: to remove your name from something important. Archangel Michael says, do not ignore this moment. The reason this message has reached you is because you have been chosen to receive divine protection, but only if you remain alert and spiritually connected. Her plan can still be stopped, but you must know where to look. She has the power to influence people by her words alone. She has charmed those around you with lies dipped in sweetness, and now they believe her more than they believe your silence. Type Amen to get blessing 654. Yesterday was just the start. That woman is coming back again, this time not to talk in the car, but to enter a building near you. There's something she left behind, intentionally, to return and pick up again. Watch closely. She will likely wear the same black jacket and sunglasses. But don't be fooled. What she's bringing with her this time is heavier. She's coming with the intent to finalize a decision that was made yesterday. Inside that folder was not only your name. It held printed screenshots, addresses, recordings, things that were never meant to be in anyone's hands. Someone gave them to her. Someone close to you. Type Amen to get blessing 321. You've suspected someone for a while. That feeling in your gut, that strange distance, they weren't lies. They were signs. And now, the woman in the car is acting based on those betrayals. She has visited a lawyer, and your name was part of that conversation. She's trying to manipulate something legal, something tied to your rights, your story, maybe even your inheritance. This isn't about gossip. This is about erasure. Comment if this feels like a direct message to your soul. You weren't supposed to see this warning, but your angels fought through layers of silence to bring it to your eyes. Type Amen to get blessing 177. The woman's goal is not just to gather. She wants to control the narrative, to place your truth under her heel and rewrite the version that benefits her. She believes no one is watching her, but the divine is. Archangel Michael says, your truth is a flame she's trying to blow out, but it cannot be extinguished if you stay aligned with the light. The more she digs, the more heaven reveals her actions. She's frightened of one thing: exposure. That's why she's being so careful. But her next move will reveal everything. And you'll be ready. Type Amen to get blessing 538. The next time the car stops, it may not be near your house. It may be near your workplace or someone you're connected to. She's casting a wide net to collect more voices, more lies. But every trap she sets will soon turn against her. There's someone who knows what she's doing and doesn't agree with her methods. That person is silent for now, but will come forward at the perfect time. They will show you something that proves you've been watched far longer than you imagined. That woman thinks she's hidden, but her name is already being whispered by angels. The moment she crossed the line, the heavens began writing her downfall. Type Amen to get blessing 606. You may begin feeling uneasy. Objects out of place. Calls that don't ring but leave voicemails. Shadows near windows. These aren't tricks of the mind. This is the spiritual pressure rising around you. She doesn't just want your peace. She wants your role, your authority, your name on something she was never meant to own. And that's why she studied you. Because to take your crown, she must first understand your silence. This woman knows about someone you loved deeply. She has spoken to them, manipulated them, and now, they're acting strange because their heart has been confused by her lies. Type Amen to get blessing 119. She promised them answers, promised them power. But all of it was built on twisted stories she wrote while sitting in that car just 7 minutes from your door. Her poison dripped into their ears slowly, until their judgment clouded. There is still time. The divine has intercepted her timeline. The countdown she thought was hers has now been reset by a higher hand. Archangel Michael says, she believes she's winning, but she hasn't seen the shift yet. As of this moment, your name is being removed from her narrative in the spiritual realm. The true version of your story is rising with force. Type Amen to get blessing 717. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. She cannot delete you from the truth that was built by your pain, your effort, and your divine calling. She may have the folder, but she does not have your favor. She may speak boldly, but heaven speaks louder. Another meeting is already planned, this time with someone who can reverse what she's trying to do. But you must prepare. Clear your space. Speak protection over your path. She will attempt to visit a building you frequent. Be alert. The car was a warning disguised as a routine visit. It wasn't the car, it was the presence inside it. That woman carries energies not meant to enter your field. Type Amen to get blessing 848. Her arrival signaled a turning point. The 7-minute conversation was more than talk. It was a ritual meant to manipulate outcomes, but it has failed. Because you now know. Because the divine interrupted. A whisper is coming your way. Someone who overheard her, or someone who will be pushed by spirit to tell you everything. Listen closely when that voice appears. It may be through a message, a dream, or a name that randomly repeats around you. The car returned briefly late last night, but this time it didn't stop. It slowed near a corner, waited, then drove off. She's watching how you respond. Don't let fear rise. Let wisdom rise instead. Type Amen to get blessing 292. Comment if you feel the air has shifted lately. That's not your imagination, it's the angelic realm thickening around you, fighting on your behalf. Every lie she releases will reverse before it touches you. She underestimates your power. She thinks silence means surrender. But Archangel Michael says your silence is sacred. It is the space where heaven gathers force before speaking. A phone she carries holds photos of you, not to keep memories, but to manipulate narratives. She wants to use your past as evidence against your truth. Type Amen to get blessing 434. There are records being printed about you. Screenshots sent to others. One person in particular has already received them, but they are questioning it now. Your energy, your actions, your kindness, it does not match what she said. A man from your past has been contacted by her. She claims to know what happened between you. She is attempting to reopen wounds to justify her coming betrayal. But heaven says, it will not work. The car's arrival wasn't just an act, it was a rehearsal for what she plans in public. She wants to shame you. But instead, she will be exposed. Type Amen to get blessing 905. Someone you trust is being pulled into her lies. They don't even realize they're defending her. They're acting strange lately, aren't they? Watching you more. Avoiding certain words. Their silence is loud now. She used a false story to gain their sympathy, but they will soon discover the cracks in her tale. What was built in 7 minutes can be undone in seconds by divine fire. Archangel Michael says, "This woman walked into your field with the intention to steal your grace. But she's now standing on ground that will collapse beneath her lies." Type Amen to get blessing 131. The next time she returns, she won't be alone. She plans to bring someone else, a person in uniform or position, hoping to intimidate you. But don't flinch. Their power is human. Yours is divine. A document is being drafted now, one that may arrive at your door soon. Don't panic. Read it carefully. The wording will seem confusing at first, but your angels will guide you on how to respond. There is a place she visited after leaving your neighborhood, a location tied to your past. She wants to stir something from long ago, but she doesn't know that the angels have already sealed it with protection. Type Amen to get blessing 303. You will receive signs in the next 3 days. A name you haven't heard in years will be mentioned. A memory will surface out of nowhere. That's the signal. That's your spirit preparing you. The car is marked. It will never pass through your space unnoticed again. Your energy has shifted. You are now aware, empowered, and shielded. There's still one thing she doesn't expect, that someone who helped her will turn against her. Their guilt will eat away at them until they confess. Type Amen to get blessing 616. Be ready to hear something shocking. Not to harm you, but to free you. The woman made the mistake of involving someone who carries truth. That person's conscience is awakening. You may receive a message late at night. Don't ignore it. It's the bridge between silence and clarity. When it comes, sit still and read it twice. The truth inside will sting, but it will also set you free. Archangel Michael says, "No weapon formed against your name shall hold." Your name was spoken in a car, but now it's being shouted in heaven. Type Amen to get blessing 282. Let this message serve as your confirmation. You've been feeling watched. Now you know why. You've been sensing betrayal. Now you see who orchestrated it. You don't need to confront her physically. Let heaven handle it. Your role is to stand strong, stay informed, and remain in your purpose. No lie told in a moving car can undo your divine destiny. The car may pass by again, but this time, you'll feel different. No more fear. No more guessing. Just full awareness. Type Amen to get blessing 555. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. The woman thinks this is a game, but she doesn't know who you are becoming. What was meant to destroy you has now turned into a signal of your rising. Let her talk. Let her drive. Let her plot. None of it will prevail. You are surrounded by light, fire, and truth. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Her return is inevitable, but your readiness will disarm her completely. She will not expect your stillness, your calm gaze, or the inner strength that now burns behind your eyes. She will look for the old you, the confused, the quiet, the unaware. But Archangel Michael says, that version of you no longer exists. The divine fire has awakened within you, and nothing from her folder can extinguish it now. She may carry your past, but you carry the authority of what's next. Type Amen to get blessing 7171. There's a conversation she had on the phone after she left your street. It was recorded, yes, recorded. And though it's not yet in your hands, it is on its way. Someone intercepted it. Someone saw her agenda and decided enough was enough. The divine realm works in layers. What was once hidden is now being drawn into light, piece by piece. The moment she used your name, the moment she passed your home, her cover began to unravel. A strange moment is coming. You'll pass someone on the street, and something about their look will freeze time. That's the sign. That person knows her, or worse, helped her. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. She never thought she'd be revealed so publicly. But everything is aligning to make her fall graceful, so graceful that it looks like she vanished on her own. But you'll know the truth, it was the angels, sweeping her schemes into silence. You'll soon hear whispers of a woman being questioned. You'll feel your own name floating back into respectful rooms. People will start to correct themselves around you, even apologize, without you saying a word. It's not your fight anymore. It's a divine case now. The judge of light has already made a ruling. She's being stripped, not by your hand, but by a force she never believed existed. Type Amen to get blessing 4545. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. The 7 minutes she took to destroy your truth will now take her 7 seasons to recover from. She lit a fire without knowing how to contain it. And now she's running from the same smoke she created. This woman once believed she could make anyone believe her lies. But her charm is cracking. The man who once agreed with her in that car, he's questioning her now. He saw something in your silence he can't unsee. Every lie she crafted is becoming a shadow that follows her. In rooms where she once felt power, she now feels eyes. And she knows, deep down, this all began the moment she uttered your name near your home. Type Amen to get blessing 3939. You'll soon remember something small, a detail you ignored before. Maybe a gift that went missing. Maybe a message that came at a strange hour. That moment will tie back to her, revealing how long she's been circling. The car wasn't her only tool. She has people placed like chess pieces around you. But one by one, they are falling out of formation. They cannot hold ground against a divine army. Your ancestors are awake now. Your spirit team is loud. What she did yesterday created a ripple so strong, the spiritual world moved to defend you instantly. Type Amen to get blessing 6262. Let this be your comfort. She cannot erase what God has written. Her files, her whispers, her rehearsed stories, they are fading beneath the roar of truth. And truth always finds a way. You may feel a dream coming, vivid and detailed. In that dream, you will see her face. Do not fear it. That dream is your insight. It will show you her next step before she even decides it. Archangel Michael says, the woman's time is running out, not because of revenge, but because justice is moving. And justice is never late when angels are involved. Type Amen to get blessing 3434. The car has now become a symbol of everything you've outgrown. It may pass again, but you will not feel fear. You'll feel confirmation. It was never stronger than your calling. They met in silence. But now, the skies thunder with truth. The vehicle that once hid her intentions is now a cage of exposure. And heaven has the key. She thought no one would care about your pain. She thought you'd stay silent forever. But her math was wrong. She didn't count your prayers, your purity, or your protection. Type Amen to get blessing 5151. There will be a moment soon, sudden and electric. Someone will say, I heard something strange about her. That's your cue to listen. That's the first crack in her mask. From there, her own words will betray her. The woman will vanish soon from certain circles. Her name will be removed from lists she manipulated her way onto. What she built from gossip will collapse from truth. You'll rise, not in noise, not in drama, but in undeniable strength. That's what scares her most. Not your anger, but your ascension. Type Amen to get blessing 6767. You may soon be called upon to speak. Keep your words few, but sharp with honesty. Let your energy do the talking. You are not who she says you are. You are divine, defended, and rising. And she will feel it, each time someone no longer replies to her messages, each time a door closes that once welcomed her lies. She'll feel it, like a chill behind her neck. And she'll know, you didn't even have to touch her. This is your confirmation. You won. You survived her shadow. And now, you walk in light so bright, it blinds her every attempt. Type Amen to get blessing 8181. This moment, this revelation, it will echo. Weeks from now, someone else will say, I saw that car too. And the story will unfold in layers. You won't need to chase truth. It will chase you. If you feel this in your chest, if your stomach flipped while reading this, it's because your soul recognizes this message. You were meant to see this. Heaven made sure you did. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, you are not what they discussed, you are what heaven declares. And no 7-minute lie can outweigh a lifetime of light. Type Amen to get blessing 9999.